Tonight is craft night on the 999 ASMR Tarot program. Like and sub if you want to. So, what we're doing tonight is papier-mâché mistakes. And this was a papier-mâché mistake. And how it was a mistake is that I haven't been able to get the mask off the mold. It is, I put grease down on it, just like the directions said, but apparently that wasn't enough. This also was a papier-mâché mistake from the other night, but I have salvaged it by adding 2 layers of glue, and you see drying in here is also a layer of gel medium, and that'll take a little while longer to dry. So how this was a mistake was I mixed the papier-mâché paste to now this one is like, it was too soupy and it wasn't paste-like enough, and I don't know if this is going to work either. This is like a 1 to 1.2 ratio between flour and water, so we'll see if it works. It might end up being a whole nother mistake too. So let's just, without further ado, let's just get going here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off and we'll see what happens to it. Maybe I take a palette knife here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll take this palette knife here and see if I can remove the mask from the mask. So it's kind of like the live I did earlier today of peeling paint. This is, instead, it's peeling papier-mâché. It's on there really good. So we'll see if I can even get it off. Oh, without breaking it too much. It's on there really good. Oh, I can feel the grease. I can feel the grease on it. Well, it looks like this mask is not going to survive. It's not going to survive. Oh, it was actually a good mask too. Well, hello, kitty lover. Thank you for being here. So I'm just, well, thank you. So what this is I am trying to get this papier-mâché mask off of the mold. So how's that look? I mean, it actually does look cool. Well, no, what I am doing is I guess I'm destroying a papier-mâché mask. I wanted to... Okay, so what... Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm removing this papier-mâché from this mask. And then I can do another papier-mâché over the top of it, but using different tactics. So I have learned that when I read the directions on papier-mâché, they said that you need to oil up or grease up your mold that you're using, like with Crisco or something like that. And And I did that with this one, and it was a dismal failure. So yeah, so this is a completely AI free zone. There is no AI, but I can feel the grease on here. Peeling here. I'm going to reuse the mold, but the paper mache, this is toast. Now, but this is a paper mache mask that I made a mistake with the other night, but I've salvaged it, and I'm going to work on it and add to it just a little bit later. And I have some other things that I'm hoping that to do as well over the course of the next hour. But that actually does look cool. Yeah, I'm gonna reuse this mold, all right. All right, so now I got to see about how to get this off. Seems to be like a learning curve here with doing the paper mache. So I haven't really quite figured out the formula for how to mix the paste. And the paste I have tonight is this. I'm just not sure it's even going to work. Well, maybe that's as free as I can get it. But even here, this looks really cool too, as a mask is concerned. So I'm going to get rid of this stuff. All right. I'm not going anywhere. So that took a whole 8.5 minutes to do that. Okay. How do you like my rings? I got them off a cake. A on sale birthday cake from Safeway the other day. Well, we're going to take those off. And so we're going to prepare this. I'm going to use, this time, I'm going to use this shrink wrap. And we'll put this on here. So that way I should be able to get, whatever I do, I should be able to get it off of the mold. guess I need some tape now. You can't do arts and crafts without having tape. It just looks really weird, doesn't it? Maybe we'll do that. All right. Now, I'm going to need a little bit of a Friday the 13th. Is that what it looks like? You know, I've never seen Friday the 13th before. Thank you. Let's see if I can even get these gloves on. I've used these gloves over and over again. Because nobody wants to get the goop on their hands, right? Well-loved, well-used gloves. This is like a real old-school ASMR video. All right. If you're just joining in, this is the 999 ASMR Tarot Craft Night. And if you like the video, like it, please, for the algorithm, and give me a sub. I'm trying to reach 600 subs by the end of this month. So now what we got is this stuff. This is the goop. The goop that we're going to use. I hope it works. It's the goop we're going to use. And I'm going to begin with this. We're going to use paper. 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 Blessed paper. Paper sculptures. That's what we're making today. These Republicans' war on choice. The news, a draconian survivors planned the wretched news on today. Free will astrology. bad cop discovers a bad politician. Let's see what happens next. I don't even know if this will work. These gloves are terrible. 8888, the number of abundance. Seagull Games, thank you for popping in and leaving a comment. This just looks like an Edgar Allan Poe story, don't you think? What does it look like, Seagull Games? So what this is, Seagull Games, is this is a mold of a mask, and I am making a mask off of a mask. And this here is papier-mâché paste, and this is newspaper. And this is something that you could do at home. Anyone can do this. If you have paper and you have flour, you can make your own masks to use. But for the most part, this is an old school ASMR video that is textural. It's sort of about textures and textures. And sort of tactile feelings, and you can feel that it's not about the noises so much, you know, like when you go to the really big ASMR channels and there's the people who are making the clicks and the pops with their mouth, the click click click, you know, the tut 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 tut, the tut 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 noises. I'm not doing those noises. I'm doing feelings, things that have tactile touch and sense. And when with your imagination, you can almost imagine what this feels like. And I have watched those types of videos of and watched and just felt these feelings on my head, on my face when people are doing that. And with just a little bit of imagination and relaxation of your mind, that you too can experience a tactile response from a video. And that's really what the aim of this is to do that. And it does look kind of gross, but I can guarantee you it's just like you're playing in pancake batter. This is really what this is. This has got the consistency of pancake batter. It's just flour, salt, and water, and that's all this is. Flour, salt, and water. I probably put too much salt in it because it's really got the consistency of bread dough. And so I just got to add enough layers on this to make it thick enough that I can actually use it as a mask. At the very least, I will paint it up, and if it is even remotely interesting, I will try and sell it at an art fair coming up in the fall and winter, because art sales is my only source of income. And since I started doing caregiving as for family. So I'm going to need to take and put something on. I'm going to leave that gap there, I think. Hope that we'll turn this around. Maybe we'll see a hole, put a hole in here. A hole where the eyes go. And just need some more paper. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it looks like a voter pamphlet here. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a voter pamphlet for the primaries. Hello, Galaxo Edits. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the spectacle. All these good Republicans are going to be ending up on my mask. And where are you from, Galaxio Edits? I guess I do have some big views. 91 right now. So I guess big views means that it's that's interesting then. So we will come and put some home. Yeah, this looks really, really gross. That's what makes it such a spectacle. It does look kind of like snot, but it's not snot. This is the building blocks of bread. We're just going to spread this around. Spread it all over. This gooey, ooey, ooze. I am making, what is he? I'm making a mask is what I'm making. This here is a mask, and it's in a mold. A fully loaded baked potato with sour cream. Yeah, well, at least you kept it clean. I mean, sometimes people look at it and they see other things, and I just don't even want to mention what they see. And the eye slots are going to go there. Did you have like a fully loaded baked potato for dinner tonight, Adrian? Uh-oh, looks like I just lost my stream for a second. Hopefully that lightning and thunderstorm that we're supposed to have isn't going to affect the internet. Put some more of this goop on here. You know, I just made slime. With this recipe, this is just slime. Doesn't it just looks like slime? It's a facial. Pavati Bari, I am doing very well, I guess. I was really kind of sleepy when I went into this, because this is the second live stream I've done today. And I'm hoping that this mask turns out. And how are you doing, Pavati? Parvati Bari, how are you doing? And if you're just joining us, you could do me a real big favor to like the video and subscribe to it so that it can push it out. Maybe YouTube can push it out a little bit further than it's pushing it out right now. for the algorithm, to feed the algorithm. So look at all those good Republicans, all covered with goo. I'm just covering up these Republicans with goo. That was the Republican. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. It's a suggestion. You know, like all YouTubers, you know, ask people to subscribe to their channel, feed the algorithm, and do stuff like that. Let's see. Let's put this down here like that. What I feel like I need to do is wait. Maybe. Oh, no, that's fine. We'll do that. Maybe put this right over here. It's really soft there on that nose. Maybe spray it down with some water. So I'm gonna, I think I'll waste out some of this stuff. Some, a little bit of this tissue paper. Hello, Sim HD. How are you tonight? Oh, that blue looks really nice. I'm wanting it to give it some structure. So when you do a mask, you want to have a place where you get some good solid structure to it. Then you go do another layer of build. You're building layers on layers on layers. Well, hello, cat and dog. Thanks for the thumbs up. At least the thumbs up in the chat. Do you have any cat and dogs? Cat and dog? So we're going to add a little bit more of this goop. The slime, I mean. Didn't that look neat? You know, and then it's just, you don't even have to buy it. Well, it's like, of course you buy the flour. These are all things you can just do at home. It's kind of like a facial. Rub it in. Rub that gross stuff in. The pancake batter. The glue. Whatever you want to call it. It is a sculpture. Simple at-home clay. you can reform paper and turn it into clay to make something special. And I did that the other day. At the beginning of this video, I chipped a mistake off of the mold, and we're starting again from fresh. Another layer. Another layer of this blue, cool blue. This just feels good, this cool blue does. It's very delicate. Very delicate. Get that just on there real good. I'm going to add another layer of goop. It doesn't want to get off the spoon. It's like slime. Oh boy. Tuesday night in the summer on the West Coast. This is what people in rural America do. People in rural America who stay up late at night. This is what they do to entertain themselves when they live 50 miles away from the nearest town. It makes you kind of nuts, don't you think? Let's just put these good Republicans back onto my mask. There's another layer right down below, buried below tissue paper and slime. Go this way, and that way. It all looks kind of crazy, don't you think? Crazy Maisie, a daisy is out in the field. I see the grass is brown. I want to mow it down, but it's too short to mow again. And it's in fire season, so I can't mow the brown grass down. Crazy Maisie, it is almost midnight here, and here is on the West Coast, a long ways away from any town. And we need some more goo right here, right now. Feeling kind of silent here. Quiet days. It's quiet outside. The animals, They are asleep. The birds are roosting in the trees. My little dog is guarding out in the hall, guarding her mama who is asleep in the other room. It's quiet here in the hills, the coastal hills of Oregon, the coastal hills of the West Coast, miles and miles away from anyone. Travis Freeman, you're just bizarre? Does this look bizarre to you? It's a spectacle. This is the spectacle night. It's Halloween in July. Halloween in July is what you are looking at. I'm getting a jump on Halloween right now. Right now in definitely a typo. Is it that old autocorrect stuff? This is water. I'm spraying water on the surface of it. Getting it. We'll spray in some more water on this too. This is actually really funny from my angle if I look at it, that I have cut up a whole page of Republicans out of a voter pamphlet, and then I'm putting down ads for weed down right on top of them. It's like many Republicans are social conservatives and still think weed should be illegal. But there we have it. Oh, I see. You're buzzed enough to watch performative art. Yeah. Well, that's cool. So then you understand the irony of when these are pictures out of a voter's pamphlet from the Republican page, and then mixed in was advertisements from the weed page from a Washington State newspaper that advertises for bands and so forth, for an arts and entertainment magazine from Washington State. So I might have enough layers on here to call this one end to an end. So maybe we can start doing some. I think I might have enough layers on it. So It's funny, years ago when I tried to do art, I wasn't as successful as like this video is. My other two channels of discarded art. I think I want to make some structures on the forehead. So maybe kind of like Klingon brow ridges or something like that. I don't know. Some kind of a knot on the forehead. Hopefully with the saran wrap, I'm going to be able to get this thing off of here. You know, I'm not sure. I think that you just... what I have been doing is like taking... Generally, we'll take one layer of paper towel and layer it down. And sometimes I do two. And then... so like for instance, my hands are all kind of gooey, but I can show you. I don't want to touch it though. I don't want to touch the stuff that are my finished products. Anyways, I do have some finished pieces here. Now, this here is one that I'm still working on, and I mixed the papier-mâché. I mixed the papier-mâché paste too heavy on the water size, too heavy water-wise, and it was just like a mush. And so then I added layers of glue on top of it just to shore it up. So yeah, I don't really have an answer to your question, Travis. I just keep doing it until I think I have enough. I think you probably need to have at least 10 layers. And probably if you have closer to 20, that's probably your better amount. And thus far, I haven't perfected the papier-mâché paste. So I don't really know what the perfect formula is, and probably gotta, and I certainly ain't gonna go buy any, because why buy something you can make for free, right? Make it on your own for really literally pennies, because I got lots of flour on hand, and it's not like I'm making a lot of bread and stuff. For some reason, it feels like I baked bread a couple times, and it doesn't take all that long, but it just, the whole idea of baking bread seems like it takes a long time to do. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, I just flattened that down. Uh-oh, that's no good. Well, I guess we'll start over then with a brow ridge. I'm thinking kind of like a character from, like this be a, oh, you're a big fan of baking? Yeah, I like to cook. Cooking is my hobby. One of my hobbies. Here's one of my papier-mâché. This one needs a lot more work. I need to add some more structure onto it. I'm hopefully I'll do that with some of that tissue paper that I have. I'll do that today. And need some more paper. I got some right behind me. Oh, so you're starting culinary school in a couple of months. I spent a lot of time. I spent a good 10 years of my life working. Actually, it was 8 years. I spent 8 years of my life working in the food and beverage industry. Actually, it is 10 years. It has been 10 years. I spent 10 years working in the food and beverage industry. BioShock Infinite. Huh. Yeah. You know what, Travis? If you have in your area and you're interested in cooking as a career, you should really consider going to work in a casino if you want a stable job, and especially if you're like because a lot of Indian gaming casinos have they have really good benefits. So you're in California. So yeah, some of those casinos, they really have really good benefits. They're hard places to work at. And let me tell you, a casino is an extremely hard place to work at. But if you think of like having health care and maybe a 401k and stuff like that, that's actually not such a bad deal. And pay into a 401k and to get decent health benefits, especially because sometimes the tribal casinos that they foot the whole bill. I know the casino that's like a tribal casino that's right in my backyard practically. They start paying out those full benefits right on the time that you sign up, and it's easy. The PTO time buildup is also really pretty interesting, that you can get a lot of PTO. And I didn't do cooking. I did bartending and waiting tables. And I did food and beverage cashiering for like a buffet. That's what I started out when I started working at a casino. I was working in their buffet. But yeah. So you've been working as a truck driver for a decade. Yeah, I have friends from high school that did do that, and they that's really hard on your back, that truck driving work. I've known people who they've spent their whole life driving truck, and because you had a seizure on the job. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Can you do wildland firefighting? Because being down in California, they almost have. Are you too old to do that? Because I did that in my 20s, and at least one time in my 20s. I didn't do it more than one season because I had a girlfriend, and then I didn't want to. I didn't want to disrupt my life that much. I wish I would have pursued wildland firefighting as a career, though. It was, when I look back in time, you were an extra? An extra? Oh, you were an EMT. Oh. Yeah, well, you know, they certainly need EMTs in wildland firefighting. You know, technically speaking, people can do that up until they're about 40, many moons ago. Well, so you can get your license back pretty easy to do EMTing, and oh, this stuff is so gross. This is like the gooeyest of the papier-mâché paste I'd ever made. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift gears now. Wow, I got like 100 people watching in on this thing. Is it that mesmerizing? I mean, I'm always hopeful that is. Let me just see if I can stick my finger in here. Look, I can stick my finger in an eye. My finger is poking in the eye. Maybe over here too. There it is. Ooh, that feels weird. Because it got that saran wrap that's underneath it, and you can just feel it. It's like, ooh, finger in the eye. Maybe this will make a good short tomorrow. With the maniacal laughing. All right. There we go. So, I think that this mask is done. And I'm going to move it aside. And I'm going to take this little critter here. And I'm going to add on You thought it was just you, me, and no, there's in the chat it's just you and me, but there was right now there's like 88 people looking in. But probably what it really means is that it's closer to 1,000. I'm gonna guess that when I turn this stream off, that it's gonna be closer to 1,000. Well, you're the only one that's in the chat right now. And now it's down to 74. But we're just going to put some of this blue on there. And hello. Tearing down the little strips of paper as I make my little dragonfly thing. The sound of tearing paper. Very distinct sound. Some people fall asleep to noises like this. Okay, I don't want to put all that paste on my art table, so I need to find something else to okay, we'll use this here. let's see. Let's go after the goo. We'll just put the goop right here. I got my little birdie here. And we'll see what happens. Well, that stuff's really sticky. Maybe kind of glue it on to the side there. The mask was far more exciting for YouTube than this little birdie is. Kind of build up his head. Give it a little bit of a better head. Yeah, there's different levels of that ASMR. There's the sound. There's a sound portion of it, and I actually, to tell you the truth, Travis, when people start in with those mouth popping noises, I actually just click right out of those videos. It's like, oh, I can't handle that sound. But if it's like a Bob Ross video, and then if I can work on my voice, and I can get that calm Bob Rossi like voice. My voice feels a little bit gravelly tonight. But with this pops, yeah. The types of more ASMR videos that I watch, I actually like to watch slot machine videos. I like to watch people play Keno slots, and watch people do scratch tickets. My happy mistakes. Yeah, well, I think I made another mistake here tonight, Travis, with the paste. My paste is really this is really like slime. I think it's the salt. Maybe I shouldn't have added as much salt into it as I did. You've only seen the slot ones. Well, there's one channel. It's Quick Hundy Slots, and they play mostly Keno, and they're really big for a Keno. And there's this other guy, Cash or Crash, coming out of. So you've never seen the Scratchers? Yeah. I haven't played Scratchers in like 3 years now. But well, gambling's not in my budget anymore, so so we ain't doing no I'm playing the state lottery, and that's it. And so I even like got myself hooked into watching people trim hooves, and yeah, those are some bizarre videos. Cookie Gamer. So it's 12:15 a.m. So it must be 12:15 a.m. on the West Coast then, because you're at the same time zone that I am. Yeah. I used to when I bartended, Travis, I was spending like $100 a week. $100 a week just on slot plays alone, and and so yeah, you can make some, if you work in a casino, you can make a lot of money. in the food and beverage industry. If you have those skills, you know, I basically don't have those skills because prior to doing that, I did bookkeeping, which is not exactly a multitasking kinds of skill. And thank you, Cookie Gamer, for your compliment of that you are interested in watching this video at 12:15 in the morning. So Travis, you're in the Bay Area. I have like relatives that live in the Bay Area, and friends that also live in the Bay Area, and good friends. And cookies, yeah. Yeah. With his how gloopy this stuff is, the yeah, so one of my bosses a long time ago was an extra on Beverly Hills 90210. I think that was the show. Do you remember that show? Because I'm like I'm like a real old person these days. and he said that he, let's say he um earned, and this was in the 70s, he was earning 100,000. You were born in 91. Yeah, I was born in the later part of the 60s. At the tail end, I was born um, the same year that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated and Bobby Kennedy was assassinated. So it was this year of political violence is what I was born into. And so yeah, and so yeah, I'm a big fan of performance based pay. You know, like commissions and tips. Of course, there's a lot of people who don't like peak drama and then peak. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. I think this blue really kind of enhances the thing here. Oh, your backspace is next to the. Yeah. So you must be on a computer rather than on your on a mobile device. Scratch type ASMR. Thank you, Brittany. Yeah. I'm going to do this probably until I get to a spot where I'm done with this one. Um, you're on a mobile, yeah. I do this whole show on a mobile device, and I wanted to do more long play videos, but it's like it's so tiring to do the editing on a mobile device that I just switched to doing a live show. And yeah, I need some more blue I'm all out of blue. Oh no, I got more blue over here. So I'm going to do just, when I finish with this one, I'm going to go switch over to that other mistake from the other day and just do a little bit more to it. And I will use regular glue. So how's that bird look? Because I should build up the head a little bit more. And then I'm going to paint it, not today, probably Friday. I think I'm going to paint on, I'm going to do a papier-mâché paint night on Friday. On Thursday, if it's providing it's not raining, I'm going to do a outdoor painting session because I'm working on a design. I have this is a design that I'm working on. I have a canvas that's 6 by 24, and I'm going to put a scene kind of like that, but I have to do a few more practice sessions on it first. And I think I want to put a little bit more on the head over here. So, Brittany, when you say scratch type ASMR, what does that mean? So you approve of this so far? Yeah, it's really tactile. I would like to do more tarot cards. I do want to do more, but I'm not doing tarot cards and answering any questions. I don't have all the cards memorized, so I'm not going to do that. But I would want to do one in that manner where I am just shuffling and placing and shuffling and placing, but I'm not divining for other people, so, but I think I might wait until a little later on in the year to do some more of those. And so let's just take this thing here, build up the head, give it more of a head here. Because right now, not very far from where we are, Brittany, there are 8 wild turkeys that are roosting in my backyard. There's about 8 of them, and their babies, and I saw their babies the other day. They were just pretty big babies. They were the size of like small chickens. Oh, okay. It's the scratching noises. Yeah. So with this new ratio of goo, yeah, it'll probably take a little longer to dry, but and so I just have to make sure that when I wake up in the morning, I pull that mask off of the off, and then otherwise it won't. You got to pull the mask off, otherwise it will stay there forever. That I'll have to chip it off, like I did did earlier in the day. So the other one. So this is the head. I need to form this head to make it look more like a bird head. So yeah, I don't know. This new the goo is I don't know if it's even going to work. I mean, well, it's working. And what I have done is I've turned the oven on at like, I think I'm going to use the scissors on this and take it like this so I can give it more of a head on there somehow. And it goes sweeping in. Well, hello, Brittany. I'm Random Guy. At least that's what I'm calling myself for this show. But some people just call me Bill. At least that's what my mother calls me. Oh, I forgot I got this other piece over here that needs some more glue. Yeah, so all of my, Brittany, all of my Random Bill, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you, when I was younger, I looked like Ezra Pound, the poet Ezra Pound. I remember it too. It was like one of my coworkers. I was working in the door and window industry at that time, in my 30s, and as a bookkeeper. Hello, Travis. Yeah. Oh, I see yours. That's Brittany saying that. My eyesight's not as good as it used to be, and I was at my doing the data entry work and the stuff that I was doing with bookkeeping and accounts receivable, accounts payable, accounting, and who the poet that is. Well, Ezra Pound has been, he was part, during the 1930s, there was the Charles Lindbergh fascist American movement, and Ezra Pound was a fascist. He was an American fascist, but he was a poet. But but it doesn't make, his poetry was good, but that's what he was died. He was died knowing, being like Ezra Pound, but nevertheless, Ezra Pound. I was on the job, and then this one guy, one of the door salesperson, came up to me, and he took this magazine. He opens it up to this page, and he says, "Hey, Bill, look, that's you right there." And it was this picture of this Ezra Pound guy. And so I didn't know that I looked like some famous people, but I did. But all of us look like somebody else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change gears once again. And it's like right where the bird is now, it's on top of a big pile of colored pencils. And I'm going to take these gloves off and change gears and do one last task here. And so this here was one of my papier-mâché mistakes from the other day, because the goop was too it was too watery. And so on another day, this is one of my other papier-mâché masks that I made, and this is another one of the completed models. And so and then here's something I made in high school art. Don't touch them with a bare hand. Well, my hands are clean because I was wearing those gloves. And so, and this is something I made in high school art. When I was in high school. Not that you care, but anyways. So what I was going to do here, I had the piece of paper that I was going to oh no, is it gone? Well, shoot. Oh, here it is. I'm going to add it to wolf mask. The completed ones, they look fun. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm supposed to be anyway doing an art fair in the fall, and I wanted to take, usually what I take to the art fair is small hand-painted items, and I'm thinking I'm going to, that's what you see, a wolf mask in this thing, or I know when I look at this thing, oh, that other thing, it was that really multicolored one. I see some like rock art with this thing. And I want to make like Godzilla, Dragon Bait. Yeah. And the one from high school. Yeah. Yeah, those are like the only I don't know if this is gonna work at all. But I wanted to put glue on here like maybe something like this. 3 of these things. Kind of make kind of like the antennas or something. Maybe then one like this. Not make it like a cone head. I didn't want to make it like a cone head look, but we'll just see. I mean, we'll use the side that's, I got the glue in here. Or it's like just a badger or something. Yeah, I actually was, what was it that I was thinking? I saw, I guess when I first made it, I saw like some Incan art or something like that. I don't know. So we'll just kind of put some of this glue down. Ooh, that's a lot. Do I have a brush I can burn up? Yeah. That's a bit more than I wanted to use, but oh well. We'll just put this down in it and just another layer to help harden it up. It's got a hair there. I don't want that in there. Fallout with New Vegas. Actually, I haven't actually even watched the Fallout. My attention span for watching things has been really affected by doing this channel, and so I tend to watch a lot of, when I do watch TV, I don't do any social media on Saturday or Mondays, because I've had like forever. I had like Monday and Tuesdays off for like since like 2012, and that was my days off, was like Monday and Tuesday, or it was Wednesday and Thursday or something like that, and I tend to, let's put this in here, stick it up there, so so there was a game called Fallout, And so actually, I've never actually been to Las Vegas. And this is not going to want to stick. I need a binder clip to put this on, and I don't have that here. And series of games, huh? Yeah. So I guess being as old as I am, I'm like completely out of touch. So have you gone to any cool concerts, Travis? Can I even get this stuff to stay? Stay. Okay. This doesn't want to stay. I think I might have to use some tape and loosely. So I'm gonna get this to stay. And must be, what is it like? Yeah, that was kind of, yeah, like from oh, I see. That's what it looked like. I want it to stay. It's not cooperating. I don't have any binder clips in here either. Oh, I like, yeah, I these days, Brittany, what I listen to in music is that abstract frequency music. Mainly because I really would like to have some of it, make some of my own to put it on some of my videos. But um, prior, I like dream pop, and the other day I was in the car and there was some reggae on, and I was like listening to reggae, and that was like really good stuff. And or stuff with the big, big band music, big band brass. Now, when I was younger, I just listened to nothing but metal, and um, so I gone to lots of concerts. Like I've seen Slayer like 3 times, and Black Sabbath a few times. I saw Ronnie James Dio 6 months before he passed away, when he was playing in Heaven and Hell up in Seattle when I was living in Seattle. And the last really, really good concert I went to was Coldplay, and I love that dreamy sound that like Coldplay makes, and it was so spiritually wonderful to go see that. When I saw Coldplay in 2018, yeah, 2018, and with like what, there's like 20,000 people in the arena or something like that. And yeah, so dream pop, yeah, dream pop, shoegazer music, dream pop. It's really I like to paint to dream pop, And then another band that I've painted a lot of paintings to and stuff is Nightwish. And Nightwish. So your cousin is in a reggae band? Oh, Holy Diver, yeah, that's good too with Dio. Yeah, yeah. You know, then the older I get, the more I am into 80s pop music because I was a teenager in the 80s, and so I just listened to a lot of 80s pop. And so yeah. So yeah, that's so this looks like it's gonna stay. And so yeah, this has been a great night. Yeah, yeah. The older I get, the more I like calmer music. And so when I was younger, it was nothing but metal, and now it's just I hardly ever listen to metal anymore. But anyways, let's see when we go paint this up. Kind of go like that. Yeah. So what is your cousin's? Is your cousin's band? Do they have like an album or something, or do they have a place on YouTube where they that they play, and I can do a shout out for their band name? We should probably be continuing to do some ASMR things here. You know, we got the one of these ASMR rattles. Oh, bringing out the rattle. So what you could do, Brittany and Travis, if you, well, you know, you could figure out that stuff yourself. That would be interesting. Well, you know what? You know what, guys? I'm locally in your hometown. So what you can do, Brittany, is you can leave that band name on my community tab page, or if you wait like 15 minutes after I close this video out, and you can leave it in as a comment on this video. Do you like the rattle? And I got this other thing too. It's kind of a. This is also a one of these ASMR tool things. It's a slime. It's like I found it in the kids toy aisle. And actually, it doesn't feel slimy at all. It's just like a semi-sticky putty. Kind of like that. I probably made it way too dirty by touching it with my hands. Anyways. It's not like Gilstrap TV, if you've ever watched that show. Yeah. It doesn't really. There's that. It's almost 3 a.m. there. So it's like, I don't know what time I started at 11, and I'm in 90 minutes into this video right now. So I don't know what time that is. You know, this looks really nasty, you know. I'm really trying to, you know, do a PG program here, you know. But fart noises are actually PG, so. So this is like classic ASMR too. Central's time. Yes, farts, they are G-rated, all right. And that's kind of, for the most part, where I'm trying to... YouTube is kind of odd. I don't know. Anyways. Squeakers. Truly the, yeah. Yeah, this feels so weird. Anyways. I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the 999 ASMR Tarot Craft Night. I'll be coming back in again to do something interesting. Thursday afternoon, painting outdoors. Friday night, painting. I'll be painting these papier-mâché things. And then Saturday night, I will do something, maybe some more papier-mâché. And so, there you got it. So, thank you, Travis and Brittany. The conversation was awesome. You guys are so awesome. And so awesome to hang out here with me tonight. I really, really appreciated all the likes and the comments and the views and the subs. I hope there are some subs. Anyways, if you like my channel, feel free to give it a sub. I'm trying to reach 600 subs before the end of this month. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Travis. And I wish you the best of luck in... Thank you very much, Brittany. Thank you for subbing. Okay, and you sub too. I really appreciate that. I really do. And so yeah. And I usually do a live around midnight Pacific time on Friday and Saturday nights, and then I do a poetry thing Sunday afternoon. That's my least popular thing. I'm going to do haikus this Sunday at 2 p.m. and then one or two of these things during the week. So anyways, that's it for tonight. I'm going to end this stream and get ready to go to bed. So bye-bye, and thank you for hanging out here with me, this random old guy from the West Coast of the United States. And good night, and bye-bye.